Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the RockyMounts Monorail Bike Rack on the back of our 2023 Cadillac XT5. Now this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for something that's going to be able to carry a variety of different types of bikes and something you can take out with your friend. So let's take a closer look at it. There's going to be 2 points of contact, and that's going to be contacting on your rear tire with this strap, and on the front tire we're going to use this front ratcheting hook. Since we're not making any frame contact, it's going to be a great option for your alternative or carbon frame bikes, so you don't have to worry about anything scratching up your paint job. And your weight capacity is going to be 60 pounds per bike, so you'll even be able to accommodate those heavy e-bikes too. What I like about this bike rack in particular is that it has all the touch points coated in blue. So if you notice here on the bottom, we're going to have this lever, and if I pull on that, that's going to allow me to tilt our bike rack back. That's going to be a great option for you if you're looking to get access to your hatch. Maybe you need to get some groceries, or you need to get ready for your bike ride. Whether that's getting any of your equipment, or if you want to just take a seat, tie your shoes, and you're going to have that ability. And lifting it back up into its seated position is pretty simple. All we have to do is lift up on it until it clicks into place. Now keep in mind, if you do have your heavy e-bikes on here, it is going to be pretty heavy. If we want to take a closer look at the rest of this rack, we're going to have to take a bike off. So to do that, I'm going to come over here to this blue tab on the strap, press down on it, and push it away. And now release. And what I like to do is just tuck it behind my tire so it's out of my way. Then when I come over to the front side, I have to grab my frame so it doesn't fall over. And there's going to be a blue tab on the back of this, and that's going to release this ratcheting hook. When it's released, you can push up on it and then push it away. Now I can just lift up on the bike and pull it off and then take it for a ride. Now we can take a closer look at this rear cradle. And if you notice, this has the ability to pivot. That's going to be able to accommodate a wider range of wheelbases. And looking at the size of it too, this is going to be able to accommodate up to 5-inch fat tires. And when we come over to our other cradle, we'll notice this portion that sticks up, and what this is going to do is add that added support to your front tire. And when you're not using it, you can push this down so it saves you on some space. And just make sure you put this front ratcheting hook back down, because you don't want to drive with that down or out. This does come with a bike cable lock, but that's going to attach to your anti-rattle bolt. As for I was going to sit back here, if I go from our back bumper to the furthest point out, that's going to be a little bit under 32 inches, which is a decent amount. Something definitely to consider if you're in a tight spot, like a parking spot or garage. And as for our ground clearance, from the lowest point furthest out, going from this handle here, that's going to be a little bit over 19 inches. So that's still a good amount, and that's going to be due to this rise in our shank. So I wouldn't worry about if you're going up a steep hill or anything like that. What I would think about though is if you have any heavy bikes, lifting them up here might be a little bit difficult though. But if you want to save on space, you can fold this up. We're just going to pull that same blue lever we used earlier that tilted away, only this time pushing up on it. And it'll click into place, and you don't have to worry about it making contact with your car because this is very sturdy. And measuring from our back bumper to the furthest point out is going to be a little bit under 13 inches. So that's going to save you a lot of space. And it's going to be a really good fit on the back of the Cadillac because it's not going to block anything, whether that is your license plates, backup camera, or even your tail lights too. And the way this is going to install is with this 2-inch shank that goes into your 2-inch hitch receiver. Then we're going to have this 13/16 anti-rattle bolt that goes through and secures to a locking core on the other side. That locking core is just there so no one can come by and take off your rack. And it's also going to secure your bike cable lock in place too. Overall, I think this is going to be a solid choice for you if you're going to be looking for anything that can carry a lot of different types of bikes, whether that be your heavy e-bikes or your carbon frame bikes. It's also pretty easy to use. But if you're looking for something a little bit easier to use that's more premium, I'd recommend this Kuat Sherpa. It's going to have a lot of the same elements that this has, but only is going to have things that are built in, like an anti-rattle device that you don't even need a tool for. But if you don't need all those extra premium features, then I think this is going to be a solid option for you. If you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at the RockyMounts Monorail on a 2023 Cadillac XT5.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Now lastly, we're going over some full speed bumps, and we can see here the up and down action, and this will just be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.